just as much as it did the last 7 times.
But it's groin-tastic.
Hey Pittsburgh, what's happening? Can we give a big, exciting round of applause for R2 in the damn house already?
Yeah. No one's happier to be here than R2 themselves. We're stuck on a tarmac at 2 in the morning.
Oh,
Lord have mercy.
got better, Rich.
But we're here. From the airport to an airplane hangar. Here we are. Pittsburgh, there's a lot of you. I like that. You showed up en masse. I dig that. I like your participation. So far, well done. We're just clocking in. You're welcome. We're just clocking in, but I like it. And the room is big and wide and deep.
It's a great room.
Yeah, it's a good room. I feel like, and I've said this before, I feel like the people in the back, the way back, raise your hand if you're in the back row back there. Okay. I'm still not sure you've been to a supernatural convention. I'm going to be brutally honest.
What area code is the back there? It's different from the front.
Jared and Jensen are going to look normal sized from there. Rob and I must be microscopic. It must be like protozoa swimming in a dish.
We're not that much bigger if they're sitting up here, though.
No, it's not that much. That doesn't change perspective at all. It's like 3 protozoa, only one of them is just really, really hot. Never gets old, Matt. Never gets old. We're excited to be here with Matthew Cohen. We were recently with Matthew Cohen in Los Angeles, California.
What were you doing there, guys?
We were shooting your scenes from the series, the forthcoming Comic-Con HQ series, Kings of Con. In which Matt Cohen is a key player. And to show his gratitude, Matt Cohen did what is often done, but never expected, which he got a coffee truck for the crew, which was incredibly nice, because Lord knows Rob and I hadn't done it yet, and so, but that wasn't the detail that impressed me the most, that you got the crew bottom-wall coffees, is that the truck you brought in was called Matt's Coffee Truck.
Funny enough, I had no idea that's what it was called, but when it got there, I very much told everybody that I put those decals on myself.
Yeah.
It was lovely, and guys, Kings of Con, these guys cast me in their show. Yeah. 2 comedic geniuses with this guy. It's good stuff. Lots of other people you may know, I think, may also be in that show, so
yeah.
Look forward to it. It's really
Yes.
funny things happen there.
So true. Speaking of funny things, should we take some questions?
That is
Should we do this, Robbie?
Let's do this.
Dive right in?
On this side, ask us something really funny.
My question's for Rich.
All right.
I was wondering, what was it like playing such a complex character, and what was your favorite part about it?
Talk about supernatural, right? That's what it was, listen, I mean, I think all of us are blessed with really intricate roles, most of them dual personality roles, between Rob being Chuck Shirley and God, between Matt being young John and Michael, and then for me being Gabriel and Trickster. I think the writers do such great work in carving out these very, very interesting people that, you know, the opportunity to play the duality of the character was just such a treat, because you don't get that kind of opportunity as a guest star in network television. So it was awesome. It was a very exciting, and also, by the way, as surprising to me as it was to you, because it wasn't like when I got hired, I knew I would be later revealed to be Gabriel. You know, I'm just playing the one guy, and then you get the next script, and you're like, well, check me out. I'm an archangel, aren't I? So that, you know, the surprises that came along with the role were delightful, and the opportunities were awesome. Thank you.
I have to stop you and make a weird segue. And this has nothing to do with you people, but I have to tell Rich this because I don't want to forget. You just mentioned Gabriel. Last night I was doing the Richard Speight shtick in,
like you do,
in the song. Are there any Castiel girls out there? The whole thing. And Gabriel Tigerman was standing next to me, and I of course forgot his character name. So I go, are there any Gabriel Tigerman fans out there? And I felt like a total dick. Anyways, end of story, next question.
I'm glad you're reliving your foibles.
So bad. I'm not Richard Speight, not even close. Hi! I can't hear you.
My question's for Matt.
Closer to the microphone.
I can't get any closer.
You're
question is for you, Matt.
I know, but I'm deaf.
Okay, so what is it like playing a doctor who's also a priest, who left the priesthood because he slept with a woman and got shot by her drunken husband?
Well, there's another question for you.
We're talking about that documentary Matt's working on. A heartfelt teaching, true story.
In case you missed it, she said, how is it playing a doctor who has sex and is a priest? It's complicated. There's many layers that I've yet to discover of how to play that character on television. If you haven't seen that, that is on The General Hospital on ABC Television, in which I play a sex-having priest neurosurgeon.
A sex-having priest.
Go figure.
There's a new hyphenate for you.
If that doesn't sound like daytime storylines to you, I don't know what does. I don't really have an answer for you. I have no idea. I am figuring out this character one day at a time, and then I'm pretty sure next week I'll die and come back as my brother. So
I really like that as a descriptive, phrase for your character. Well, he's tall, he's good looking. He's, he's a troubled person. He's sex having.
He's an eater. He eats. I feel like we're bearing the lead that he's also a neurosurgeon. You know what I mean? Like, if I were that character, I'd be like, well, I have sex and I'm a priest. I'm also a neurosurgeon. You gotta lead with neurosurgeon. I feel like you're a neurosurgeon priest who has sex.
sex having.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that. Sorry, there's not a better answer for you. We're trying to figure it out.
Well, look who it is. As I live and breathe.
There it is.
It's Kristen.
Matt, I was at your first convention in New Jersey, and since then I have seen your sense of comedy and your comedic timing just grow and flourish under the guidance of...
Let me stop you here.
There's that timing. There's that timing.
You can't teach that.
Look at my dad's back there, so proud.
No problem.
Go, ask away.
I feel proud too.
Got it.
Since then, have you had a chance to use these newfound skills in acting?
Funny you should ask. Funny you should ask. Just recently I was working on a comedy. It's called Kings of Con. It's some of the funniest mofos I've ever met in my life, and yes, I was able to test my comedy skills. In shallow waters of comedy, they let me jump a little deeper into that situation, and I'll tell you, I'm not a confident guy when it comes to comedy, but when you have these two guys pushing you and nudging you into the proper direction, you figure it out real quick. So
The way to take the next step, you're too nice of a guy, you have to become an asshole, and that's the pot calling the kettle black.
well, in
Preach it home.
that case,
That's the way to step it up a notch.
don't miss Kings of Con, because all your dreams may come true.
There you go. Thank you, Kristen. You.
Hi, Matt.
Hi, is this a question for me?
Just get out of the way.
Holy sorry, this is the most questions I've ever had in a panel.
Two?
Please go, yeah. Most of our panels usually go, hey Rich, tell us about Band of Brothers, and then that panel's over. Hi, go ahead.
I was wondering how your day's going.
Mine?
Yeah.
It's going amazing. How's yours going?
It's going well, thank you.
Mine's full of love. I'm hugging people and grabbing and groping and lifting and kissing.
SBN Love Call.
SPN Love Call, people, hug somebody today. The world's a beautiful place. The news just sucks, okay?
Thank you.
That was all? That was great, I loved it, thank you. How about over here? I'm guessing your question's for Rich.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Richard, I was wondering what version of your character was your favorite to play. So like Loki or Trickster or just Gabriel.
It's a tough one to say, because I kind of like the, I'm not going to say porno, because that's kind of a tad on the nose. Look, I think there's a lot of fun between both characters. I guess I can't really pick between the two. I certainly, like, my favorite episode was the one where I get to do both, which is the changing channels and sort of straddling the worlds. I think that, the opportunity to sort of have fun with the trickster and be that, tap into that dark side, which by the way is probably why Gabriel likes being the trickster, because it's fun to be that guy. But then from an acting standpoint, the complexities of dealing with the family issues that sort of drive the character are also, great meat to chew on. So I'm going to have to go with all of the above. Not a cop-out.
Sure.
I mean it.
Okay.
Which is your favorite?
Pasta erotica.
Yeah, porno. I figured, yeah. Porno rich. Porno me. Well, and you wear it well. Well done. Thank you.
How about you, young lady?
My question's for Rob.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you noticed, God's in the fucking house right there. God.
I'm in the game, Rich. I'm in the game.
Oh boy.
What was your reaction when you found out you were coming back on the show?
I was thrilled and excited, and Robbie Thompson called me. I know there were rumblings during last season that maybe God would come back, and I was kind of hoping that would be me. And then Robbie Thompson, who wrote the first episode back that I was in, called me and he said this was happening, and it was like an arc, and that I'd be doing several episodes, and I was so thrilled because the thing is, like, we all. This convention circuit is almost like this separate thing that we all do together, right? And we all work together and develop these friendships. And so, people like Jensen and Jared and Misha and Mark, I've gotten to know them in this world. So then to go back to the show and work with them again, I know both of these guys recently experienced that too. Rich directing, and Matt was also back last season. So it was so fun to go back and work with your friends, and the crew was all the same. It was a joy. I didn't want it to end.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, give it up. Make some damn noise for talking. Hold on, let's pause before this next question. Let's just see. Raise your hand if you were at karaoke last night.
It's good numbers.
Matt.
As Rich would say, but he doesn't have energy right now, so I'm going to say it. By a round of blood-curdling screams, did you have a good time last night? All right, just making sure. At any time during this Q&A here, you want to yell out real loud like that, just do it. Go for it. Question, over here, go. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Wow. That's good. Love it.
I love you!
We love you. Yeah. See, I like this. Participation. Go. Question.
So my question's for Richard, and archangels are supposed to have 3 sets of wings. So I was wondering why, when Gabriel died, he didn't have 3 sets of wings.
That's a great question. Robbie, you were just talking about that.
It's a great question. When Richard died, when an archangel dies, they say,
Right.
then only 1 set of wings dies.
Right.
And the other 2, they go back to Daddy. Dad keeps him in a under lock and key.
Yeah.
Until he's ready to bring Gabriel back out again.
There you go.
Good old angel wing box of God has. We'll box them.
But my old
The old wing box.
wing box in the garage, actually. Keep it in the garage.
Wait for the day you resurrect your boy. I look forward to that, Robbie.
Yeah, I do too, Richard.
My question's for Matt.
Holy smokes! You're literally the best convention I've ever been to. Go. This is for you guys. Oh, now quiet, guys. She's gonna ask me a question.
So I've been watching GH since I was a young teen.
That street lingo for General Hospital, that's what some kids say.
Great street show.
They don't have time to say General Hospital. The clock's ticking. GH. Get on with it. Gaha. So you're afraid to gaha.
What was it like working with Maurice Bernard? And do you think your character will ever hook up with Maxie?
Wow, there's a
She
lot
knows what
going
she's
on
talking
there.
about.
There's a bunch of questions. Maurice Bernard, those of you who don't know, is Sonny. He's kind of the main guy on the show. He's the gangster.
He's been there forever.
Been there for a long time. Yeah, forever.
A long time.
A long time. And it was great working with him. He's a huge boxing fan, so we chatted up the boxing real fast. He boxes in my gym in LA. And as far as Maxie goes, I have no idea. Being that I'm a priest, I'm not quite sure how the storyline's going to play out with the hooking up with the ladies on the GA, on the GA. You know, 100% certain, but it's a possibility.
So you haven't hooked up with anyone yet?
No. My storyline is that I come to Port Charles and I am a neurosurgeon hiding my priestliness, and then people find out about my priestliness, and then I say, hey, I left the priesthood so I can help people. I can help people.
Help the people.
I'd like to help the people through my neurosurgery, and yeah, that's about where we are right now.
Okay.
So
Any chances those super fans will get to see you finally hook up with Maurice Bernard? Is that on the table?
you know, it is daytime, so I would most definitely say that's a possibility. It certainly is. I think nothing would serve better than the new young doctor hooking up with the veteran mobster. Nothing.
How often per episode are you shirtless?
Many times. Most of the time. I'm in many of my scenes take place in the hospital, which has a locker room that happens to be co-ed. And that's a place where I'm one of those neurosurgeons who changes his scrubs 17 to 4,800 times a day.
Cleanliness is important in a medical facility.
So many times you'll
Are you sure this is when people are like, Father?
yeah. Oh yeah, and that's like the running joke now. So the writers are writing the dialogue. They're like, Dr. Monroe, Priest Monroe, Dr. Monroe. I mean, I guess it's always call me what it's okay. Griffin is fine. But every character comes up to me and goes, hey, Priest, Doctor, Priest. It's awkward. Every scene's awkward and shirtless. So if you like that stuff, tune in to ABC. So yeah, to answer your question, I'll be hooking up with Maurice Bernard soon, I guess.
Hi. My question is, for someone who's like really shy and struggles talking to people, what's the best way to keep them outgoing?
Robbie?
To walk up to a microphone in front of 3,000 people and ask a question to people, I guess. I don't know how shy you really are. I feel like maybe you're not as shy as you think you are. You can walk up here and ask a question to 3,000 people. And I think you're not as shy as you think you are when Matt Cohen comes down there to hug on you, and you don't run screaming in the middle. Right, man?
You have to hug some random person that you're uncomfortable to hug now today. You have to. This is spreading the SPN Love Con right here. What's your name? Lena? What's your name?
Sherilyn.
You, Sherilyn, Lena, hug each other. That's how it works. This is the
Shine free.
This is the Trust Tree Con, love con.
Awesome, man.
You.
Hi. My question's also for Matt.
It's Matt Con.
You know this is big.
Officially Matt
This is
Con.
crazy. Go ahead, I'm pumped. Yeah. Woo!
You've been on both of my favorite shows, which
Yeah.
are Criminal Minds and Supernatural.
Holy smokes.
So I was just wondering, what was it like on both the sets, and what was like the differences between the audition processes?
Wow. Supernatural casting because I looked like Jeffrey Dean Morgan and I wasn't a complete asshole in the room. And then Criminal Minds. The director was this nice woman called Bethany Rooney, and she is, Rich knows her, Rob probably knows her somehow, some way. She's a longtime TV director. She directed the first thing I ever did, which was this show called Thousand Hour 10 years ago, and she brought me right into the room for the producer-director session. So it was like me and 4 guys, and I gave a very mediocre read, like extremely mediocre and flat, and she goes, oh, look at all the range in that. Did you guys see that? And she kind of like sold it for me. So I feel like it was kind of a gimme, but that was my experience.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Go hug somebody.
All right, you.
Hug somebody before you sit down.
Just wondering for all of you, basically, if there was any other role you guys could play on television, what would the role be?
Any role in television, Robbie? The role of the tube?
I would like to play Jon Snow. I wish I was Jon Snow.
feel like you'd be like, winter's coming. It is. I don't feel cold.
Here's the thing.
I'm not like,
Can we take this inside? It's freezing out here.
Would you more of like an autumn is coming, or is, just the coming of spring, maybe?
I don't like. I want to be at Castle Black because black is slimming. So, yeah, that's not good. Matthew, role you want to play?
Cinnamon.
What?
That's the role.
That's the pastry joke.
That was so bad.
Good.
Boy, oh boy. I would have liked to play the role of Gumby. This is Love Fest. I don't know if anyone told you. Gumby, guys, Gumby.
What's your favorite role?
I would like to share the folksy folksy wisdom of Andy Griffith.
Really?
Matlock?
Well, shoot. No, Andy Griffith. The Andy Griffith Show. Black and white,
It's a Matlock.
It's a Matlock.
So you're Matlock. There you are. You're Matlock.
and you're fired.
Gumby, Matlock, and Jon Snow.
Hell of a show that is.
Gumby, Matlock, and neurotic Jon
And
Snow.
Ron Snow was afraid of cold weather. You.
Hey guys, I was wondering if there's anything you've always wanted to do that you haven't had a chance to do yet.
Boy, I had to stop myself from answering that one. Judy liar. Nope. Matthew?
Thanks, Rich. Yeah, things that I haven't done yet. Man, there's probably a whole bunch of them that I can't think of right now, but I'm going to keep on talking until I come up with something. I'm thinking I would have loved to have met a dinosaur in real life. One that doesn't eat meat, preferably. That's smaller than me.
So,
That's where this. Okay.
Sort of like a toy poodle, but a toy poodle-sized dinosaur that I'm like,
so what he's talking about, if you could do anything ever, not really like real.
I went with the real. I was thinking the real.
I wish I could fly to Mars.
there's another one. It's like the feather in the beginning of Forrest Gump. It's gonna fall and it'll tell the whole story. So beautiful.
Those two, and then all of a sudden it's like,
What does it mean?
what does it mean? It has to do with the question. This is a hint. It means we're supposed to.
Brad, you wish you could read more.
There's nothing.
That's worse than cinnamon.
I feel much better now that
Well, anyway,
There's nothing aggressive happening.
what would you do, Rich?
Right at you, Robbie. Agreed. What'd you say?
I just want to love a little bit more. That's that.
I love you.
Well, you can start by going to give some love to that lady.
Go give it up, Robbie. Love it up.
She's already
Come on, Robbie. Start loving. Bring it
There
in.
it is,
Start
people.
loving.
What's happening here?
Nice
This
one.
Pittsburgh Supernatural Love Con is changing the way America works right now.
Right now. You.
Hi, my question is for Rob and Richard.
All right.
Sorry, Matt.
This feels more normal. Go ahead,
I
please.
still love
No, I feel
We got it. He's
He
hot.
needs to take a breather.
Yeah,
He's
try.
talking.
I'm gonna think up with some other terrible jokes for you guys. Hold on.
you. I was wondering whether there was any very specific event or thing that inspired Kings of Con, or made you know that you had to do it.
I don't know if there's one thing. It was just the years of being on the road doing the conventions, and us laughing our faces off about various things that were going on. And Robbie and I, as individuals, had already been writing and directing our own stuff, and so it made sense to collaborate on something.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there was just several times in a row where we're like, that was really funny. We should shoot that.
Yeah.
You know, we should take a camera and film some of this.
So we just started keeping a list. Rob would keep a text list of either ridiculous things that I, he, or somebody would say. Oh my God!
Oh, great.
It's Misha distract everyone in college.
He can't hear us right now.
Don't take your eyes off him. Watch him the whole way.
Now keep the sunglasses on, Misha. It's really sunny.
I wear my
I can't wait to meet him.
Yeah, Borja! He doesn't know that we're cheering for him. It's not you, Misha. It's Mike Borja. Okay.
I think he's doing something dirty.
I hope he does something dirty.
I know he's making the window.
That is exactly where I put my nipple earlier, guys. And go ahead and ship that and put that on the tumbler. Misha licked Matt Cohen's nipple right off the glass.
Anyway, I hope Misha answered the question for you. I hope that.
What was the question?
I don't know.